What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James. RedOptionAgency.com, Urban-Picker.com. 24 years selling full-time on eBay. Oh, well, I got some of my errands done. Still haven't got the phone done yet, but I did get my car done. I got my, not clean, but I got the new battery for the fob, and I got the tires finally adjusted. Finally, slowly but surely, we're getting the stuff done. Oh, man, yesterday on eBay, I tried to end and sell similar again yesterday, and I had another 500 items come up missing. Meaning my numbers on my store are not matching the numbers in my seller hub. When this always happened before, my sales were inconsistent, days were problematic. Yesterday also during that had the system error come up. It always seems to fall in line with problems. Let me check this morning. Seller hub says 51,896. And my store says 51,033. So over 800. So we had lost 500 the day before, and now we're almost 500 more that are just not being properly indexed, shown, whatever the case may be. And of course, when that's happening, there's more to it. It means there's more items not showing and my sales drop. And that's been a consistent thing. For those 5 years, most of those 5 years, those numbers did not match, and I was always fighting the sales. And during the past few weeks when my sales were, for the most part, good, they matched. And now we're not matching again, and my sales are plummeting. So it always seems to go in line. So there's something to it. Let me check to see the split, organic promoted split, 73-26, 55-45, 55-45, 57-42, 52-48%, 73-26. So the organic was low yesterday. And today at 11:30, only one organic sale. So it seems to affect the organics more so than the promoted. All right. So yeah, I had the system errors going on yesterday, and then when I noticed that my count was off, I stopped ending and selling similar. So, and then also it was like when I would end, there was a major delay before the 200 showed up in the unsold, so I could relist them. So a major delay there, which is not normal. So again, more problems, more issues. Number wise. So yesterday listed 84 items. Bringing the run total listed for the week 789. Sold yesterday in the media store 42, 13 in the clothing, bringing the total to 55, which is, almost half of what was done the day before. Run sold at $199 for the week, the first 3 days. Money made on the media store down. I'm surprised we got to $390. I was at $155 until like 8 p.m. So again, the majority of sales coming after 8 p.m. We saw that a few weeks ago when I was reporting on that problem. Clothing store 281, bringing the day to $671. So we did not even make it to $700. Bringing the run total for the week $2,328. So and it don't look like today is going to be much better. So we're at 11:30. I am at 146 on the media store. And if it was like yesterday, I'll stay at this 146 until like 8 p.m. tonight. Because on the clothing store yesterday, it was in the lead for most of the day. Well, it was in the lead till 8 p.m. then when I stopped. And then we're only at $57 on the clothing store right now. So only about $200, 11:30. So behind the 8 ball again today. But the problems come not being behind the 8 ball. The problems come with the fact that the sales, there's something hindering the sales, whether that's the offer's still not working, well, and or all of them. Offer's still not working, people having problems with checkout, and or my item's not populating correctly. So let's see how bad the indicates. No, little spikes on the down detector for the last 24 hours. Nothing major. But like I said before, when problems are with my media store, that's when people would always blame my items. But when my problems are with my new clothing store, then people started really seeing the problems too. So it seems like when the clothing store is affected, more people see the problems as opposed to my 24-year-old account. Promotion's not working. Something went wrong. Can't generate labels. Missing item locations. Yeah, I had this problem. Return labels no longer auto-generating. Like when I go to accept an offer or return on things, 90% of the time it doesn't allow me to go ahead and buy the label through eBay. It says another way or something like that. And there is no other way for me to do it. I'm not going to go buy a freaking label from like pirate ship and then scan it and upload it just so the person cannot send it back. So not every return is allowing it. What has happened so far up to this point is when I click the other one that just says that you did it another way or whatever, and then it says waiting for a return. What's happened so far when the person opens up the thing with eBay, I guess they noticed that it was a problem and they refund them without taking it from me. So I'm guessing that's what they're doing, noticing that there is a problem with that situation. So still costing me sales with the send offer button not being present. So that offer button, man, that's just been going literally all year long, consistent. And again, I think it's because they're trying to incorporate it somehow into the message system, and it's just not working. And it's just caused a huge mess. Because that whole new message system that they talked about and was trying to incorporate, it worked a couple of times, and I haven't seen it since. So apparently it's either not being rolled out overall, but then again, I've seen it a couple of times, so my first indications that it didn't work, and they're just trying to work on it on the back end or something. I don't know. But again, we're going to get back to listing. That's all I'm worried about is listing. I want to check the cassettes because I've been big on cassettes in the last video, not last video, but I remember maybe at the beginning of the month when I did my number video, I talked about how cassettes were the only one that was down right now. So I wanted to power up some cassettes to get that number rising. So this month, we'll see where we're at since the month's almost over now. Cassette tapes are up 22.4%. So I've had a lot of cassettes sell since I've been putting it up. So it's good to see. And I'm averaging over $1,000 a week on cassettes now. So CDs, cassettes, and I should be hats. Will be 3 so far that are over $1,000 a week. So as of right now, still working on cassettes. I got a box right here that I'm going to be going through today. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just listening. I think that's it. Humdy humdy hum. As far as everything else is going good. Just getting back into not really routines, but just getting more stuff done during the day. When it comes to other stuff around the house and I guess life in general, stop being so, closed off inside my head type of thing. I did have some pressure yesterday. I got a little bit of pressure today. So I'm just trying not to allow it to be full-blown inflammation or something. So we keep trying to call for my scan for my head, but they never call back. Nobody ever answers and they never call back. It's like, hello? So I don't know if and when I'm going to get that done. So I think I got another few weeks before I go back to the doctor, but oh crap. Oh no, that's okay. I started to say I'm forgetting my vitamin D pills, but that's only once a week. Okay, on Friday. Okay. Not once a day. Yeah, sorry I'm not really talking about much these days. Like I said, right now is just my time. I'm just, like I said before, just enjoying the peace. I'm not trying to find a topic. It's hard to find topics to talk about every single day when it comes to, reselling. As I said many times before, I get tired of rehashing the same stuff. I understand there's new viewers and that's how you get new viewers and you just keep talking about the same stuff over and over. But it gets old, it gets stale to me. And at least it did. Maybe that'll change in my new mindset, right? If I'm not in the mood to do something, I'm not going to do it. So if I'm not in the mood to find a topic, I'm not going to do it right now. When I get back into the routine of things, I guess, then maybe I'll be looking at it differently and, hopefully doing something different. But until then, it's my time right now. So that's all I'm worrying about. And I'm not even worried about it. That's all I'm going to do. Just do what I feel like doing. So if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it just for clicks and likes and a little bit of revenue, right? So it's got to be real. It's got to be real. It's got to be real or I'm not doing it. I'm just looking to see if there's any thing that pops out to me idea-wise. Not really. It is disappointing seeing how many resellers are giving up reselling to make reselling content instead. And when I say giving up reselling, I mean cutting back and realizing that they can't cut it as resellers, but they're going to try to cut it as talking about reselling. It's disappointing to see that kind of stuff. And then when you have real resellers out there who, do it for a full-time living that get barely any views, and these people get tons of views, it's disheartening, but it's disheartening for myself, but it's sad to see that people who actually put in the hard work and actually do it and pull it off don't get rewarded like the people who kind of just fake it. Yeah. Disappointing. That is the word. But hey, has nothing to do with me, so I ain't worried about it. The only thing that has to do with me is what's on this video, what's on my channel. So, all right, nothing sparking any ideas, anything to talk about. So, all right, I am done. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate all the love, likes, support, comments, and all that, even if my videos are half-assed right now. So I appreciate all that. So thank you for hanging in there with me and going through this process with me as I just update you on what's going on, when it's going on, and how it's going on, I guess. So just what I'm sticking to right now. So I appreciate it. So thanks, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.